there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Utah Utes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield at St. Clair. Get it out on the screen. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Might be looking to run. Slings it downfield. Makes a connection. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for space. It's James. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Russell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Those are the types of plays that drive head coaches crazy because you practice these situations all the time. That's a bootleg fake. And part of the reason why they like to get the quarterbacks out on the perimeter is because at that point outside the pocket, if nothing's open, all you have to do is throw the football across the line of scrimmage out of bounds, and it's an incomplete pass. He forgot to throw the ball, and because of it, he takes a massive sack.
Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Orange. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe...
Breaks into the open. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
see some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's James. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's James. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Got the first down and more. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utes!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also...
Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's James. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Shakes off the defender. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
That's reeled in. It's McFadden. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Russell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's James. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Mont Hemingway. They're up by 10 over UCLA. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick catch on 3rd down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
They're going to test the right side with this one. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 40, there he goes. And he affects his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Running into the open space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll take it himself. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. To catch. A disastrous play on 4th and goal as they lose a yard.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and 10 from their own 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing line.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Utah 28.
And the Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has the back of the offense coming onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll run it from the gun. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Pulls it in. It's Stevenson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Flips it out in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake jumped. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's James. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's James. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Got it behind the line. It's Russell. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Orange.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now on the move. It's a running room. Inside the touchdown, Utes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to UCLA. any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's McFadden. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Takes his shot. Connection to the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The give to the tailback. And he's still running after the move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heel.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. And they add 6 more in the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front there were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The Utes have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Defense showing blitz here. They'll try the run. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
Now on first and 10 from the 27. It's a reverse. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Going to swing it on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Utes! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Under fire. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a
touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Russell. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Are you as surprised as I am that they didn't throw the football there?
Man, I'm shocked. You get in those situations, 99% of the time, those are passes, but slip in the run, maybe a little confusion by the defense thinking pass, pass, pass. It worked, so nobody complains.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a race.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll leave it with him. Creates a little room.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Utes with the 1st and 10. They'll try the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the toss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
There's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. Houston has been hanging in there, but they can't afford any more miscues. They have to seize the moment. They're up by a field goal over Houston. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
To find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, and score the touchdown.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Gilbert. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. The Utes will line up to punt it away. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up end. He's on the move. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Today's final score, Utah 59, Syracuse 43.